The studio is extremely messy. We had a little bit of a disaster. I can't see you. There's a thing in the way.
Yeah, I know. It's the Uleries.
All right, I'm going to have to move it.
Ah, that's so much better.
Yeah, now we can see you. Yay! Hi, Klee.
Hi.
Rafi's tips for artists because he loves you.
Hola, you amazing artist! So this weekend we had several shows, and one of the shows made us think about the fact that this video needs to exist. There are certain aspects of shows and festivals that not too many people discuss that I think is important to discuss.
Not a lot of people discuss what happens in less than ideal conditions.
Yep, no matter how long you've been doing this, make sure that you don't allow yourself to get comfortable and not follow your own rules that are there to keep you from having a disaster.
But my disclaimer is that I threw those protocols out the window and did exactly what you're not supposed to do in this particular situation.
So this particular day, Klee was doing the market, and it started off with there being a marathon and us not being able to find our way to actually get to the market so that we could set up.
The runners are running, and we are just trying to get to Palafox, and it's a nightmare.
Where can we turn here?
If they just had a marathon map available, that would be helpful.
All right, I'm going to try to turn there.
She apparently doesn't care to direct traffic.
All right, well, we're on the right path now.
Before someone tries to stop us.
Basically, what's going to happen is I'm going to drive by and I'm going to be like, tuck and roll.
Get out! I'll be like, okay, I love you.
I don't even know what's going on.
It's a mess. Let's just see if we can do the things. We're not in our normal parking spot, but we did manage to park, and that is a tremendous victory.
Yeah.
So now we unload.
Let's unload it. Here's Klee setting up.
Indeed.
And here's my very, very small setup.
But so good.
Yeah. And there's Monica. Off I go.
Have fun today. I love you.
I love you.
Stay cooled off. And thank you kindly for shipping my mail.
No, I'm not shipping your mail.
Yeah, you will. And I
Sell
thank you kindly.
all my prints.
Okay, I will.
If you sell all my prints, then I will ship your mail.
Okay.
I love you.
Just know that I will.
I love you.
I love you.
Just as a side note, Klee had been hounding me all morning about mailing out her package. That's all she talked about all morning long. She was like, don't forget to mail out my package.
Not all I talked about, but it was important because I was supposed to ship it the day before. And
So it became my responsibility while she was out playing around at the market
yeah, me just frivolous and having a good old time
in the rain.
in the rain.
So it's not raining here, but apparently it's raining on Klee, so I'm gonna hurry up and get to the market. She says that all her stuff is getting ruined. That's the problem with outdoor shows here in Florida, because the weather is so darn unpredictable that there's no real way of telling if it's actually gonna rain or not. They could be pouring on you across the street and like not raining on you at all. So I'm driving right into the storm basically. I could see the storm up ahead. Holy crap, it's so wet out here. Oh man, it really came down. When I texted her to ask her if she was keeping an eye on the weather, she said that she had been, but she got busy, and I guess the rain caught her off guard. Oh, there she is. Pretty pie.
All my stuff is ruined. Pretty much all of it.
How did
Every
all-
single thing I have got rained on somehow.
Oh.
Everything is wet, and everything has to come out when I get home.
The prints got wet too. Yee, look at that.
I was having an ominous feeling, even though the radar wasn't showing anything, and I ignored it.
All these prints are wet. Luckily,
Everything's wet.
they're
There's not-
waterproof.
Yeah. I was trying to dry off your things, and I pulled everything toward the center, but it didn't stop things from getting wet.
That's alright. I designed my art to take a beating and keep on going. So after it rains, it is important that you bring your stuff in and dry it. So these are all my prints, and they are now going to sit here and dry, and there might only be one casualty. I won't know for sure until afterwards. Klee, on the other hand, doesn't seem very happy.
My stuff is not weatherproof. I should say the jewelry is pretty weatherproof. The display components,
Not so
not
much.
at all.
You guys get to see how Klee gets mad when things don't work out quite the way that they want because you want them.
You shut your face.
So you weren't feeling all that great, were you, Klee?
No, it wasn't my finest moment. I'm gonna just say that. Basically, my brain just shut down, and I didn't do any of the things that I know to do in a situation like that.
The reason you want to be prepared and have some kind of plan together is so that when the shit hits the fan, your brain doesn't shut down. We're going to go over our disaster and show protocol checklist that we have that's in place that Klee didn't follow.
Hindsight, it's a lesson learned not to get too comfortable and think that you're in the clear in any given situation.
Yeah, no matter how long you've been doing this, don't get comfortable. Rafi and Klee's disaster and show protocol checklist. Have a reliable weather app on your phone. So we use Weather Underground and we use several other apps. I actually have 9 weather apps on my phone so that I can be constantly checking the weather.
Yeah, Weather Underground's great, and Weather Channel Storm Radar is usually a lifesaver.
Yeah. Be prepared for high winds. A lot of people think that it's the rain. Sometimes you get these little rain showers, and those aren't too bad, but it is the wind that will decimate your booth.
I have literally seen people's canopies picked up and blown across the street.
I really recommend that you practice for severe weather condition breakdown, something that allows you to prepare for a very quick breakdown. I've seen people's booths get decimated. I've seen pottery get destroyed. You want to be ready to be able to break down immediately. Don't allow yourself to get comfortable. Know that if something goes wrong, you're going to be ready.
The emergency breakdown is 10 minutes or under. You want to be able to get out of there.
Yeah, you can organize your stuff later when you're at home and you're safe. Just be ready to break down quickly and know how to do it. Another thing that you want to have on your checklist is the ability to check traffic patterns and any kind of road blockage on the way there. A lot of times we will time something so that we have enough time to get there, but we always get there early. So I want you guys to make note of places where you could store your items if it starts downpouring. Whether it's underneath tables, or maybe there's an awning nearby, or your car is nearby and you could just shove the things in there. Make note of places where you could store items if it does start raining really hard. One thing that you want to make sure is not to leave your personal belongings unattended. Sometimes things go awry and you go into panic mode. You want to make sure that your personal items are always with you, or that you at least know where they are or they're stashed away somewhere.
For example, when stuff got real on me at the show, my phone was on one end of the booth, my card reader on the other, my bag of money was somewhere, and my purse was another location, and that's just not good.
No, it's not good. This one is really important, you guys. If there is lightning, either A, run away from your booth if the lightning is right there, or B, drop your booth down to the lowest level and get away from your booth. Your booth is made out of metal. You do not want to be near any metal if there is lightning. Always bring a towel. Hitchhiker's Guide.
It's the second rule of Hitchhiking the Galaxy, and it's a primary rule of doing a show.
Another thing is always have a way of cleaning your hands without having to leave the booth. Have something, hand sanitizer, wipes, running water, put in pipe system or something like that. I don't know.
Build yourself a little mini bathroom up in the back of your booth.
Just do that. And if you watch my guide on festivals, this is already on there, but I can't stress how important it is to have zip ties, cutters, or a knife, rope, stakes, a way to weigh down your tent. These are all things that you should have with you.
Tie off to your neighbor if you have to.
Yeah, that's another way to stay safe. You zip tie your canopies together with your neighbor and you're good to go. Most importantly, you guys, just have a plan together just in case things go wrong. I've seen way too many people set up at festivals and not have a plan for rain or high winds or any other kind of natural disaster that may occur.
Yeah, what happened in this video was not that big of an event. It was some inconvenient rain, but we've been in situations where I've had to hold our canopy down with my body weight just not to lose it.
Oh yeah. It's gotten bad. So this list comes from that. Most importantly, you guys, don't ever do anything that's going to put you at risk. Remember, your art, no matter how amazing it is, it can be replaced. You cannot. Do not put yourself in any situation where you are in danger.
And finally, try to keep yourself in good spirits, because if you lose it, you're only going to make yourself less efficient.
Klee is speaking from experience with this last event. And if you guys have any questions or suggestions to add to the checklist, just go ahead and add those to the comment section below. And thank you so much for watching, you guys. You guys are absolutely amazing. I totally adore you. And if you like this and you want to watch more like this, you just click right over here to subscribe. And that's it. Say goodbye, Klee.
Good day.
Adios.